Hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to you all. And welcome to another day in Azeroth. I hope everybody is doing fantastic today. Eags, Talon, Gerald, Carrie, Ember, Karen, welcome everyone. David, welcome to the stream. Let's see. I had to end the stream really quickly yesterday because I ran out of time. And I absolutely had to go. So, what were we doing? We were turning in quests. We have one quest to turn in. I have mail in my mailbox. Ooh. Zelch. Zelch probably sent us some goodies. Zelch is spoiling me on this character. And I appreciate that. I guess that's really all I need to say. That's a lot of stuff. That looks like a lot of plate. And it's all of the bear stuff too, so it was all probably really expensive. Some of this should be upgrades, yeah. Maybe some upgrades, maybe some upgrades. Definitely the stuff that we can't wear yet. But yeah, let's have a look. I need to get rid of this blue necklace. We gotta drop this necklace for some strength. Let's see, 10 and 10 is an upgrade. That will be an upgrade at level 44. That's an upgrade. That's another upgrade. That is an upgrade. That will be an upgrade. That's, well, you could go like either way on this. I'm gonna wear this because it's plate. And I would like to be in full plate. So I think I will drop Herod's Shoulder. We'll lose a little bit of stamina, but we'll gain strength and we'll gain a bunch of armor. And then same thing here, like as soon as we can put this plate helmet on, we're gonna do that. Zelch, that's incredibly kind. Alright. Ooh, we have inventory issues now. Let's equip what we can. And then everything else was level 44. I think we are like right on the verge of 44, are we not? So we'll just keep everything else in the bag for now. But we are going to have to clean some stuff up in the inventory. Because we are having some problems. It doesn't matter how big my bags get, I will always have inventory problems. It's just absolutely always going to be the case. I think I got everything. But we'll find out when we go to vendor. I see that we have clams we gotta pop open, that'll help out a little bit. Okay, that's better. Yeah, Talon, I eventually figured out that I could change my look within the purchased set. But that fact kind of eluded me for a minute. But I eventually got there. It's a much better system now. Now that I know how it works. I still think the slots are very pricey. But, you know.
I got what
who am I to say? I don't even play that much retail. Alright, so let's sell the old stuff. Let's be very careful that we're not selling the stuff we can't equip yet. We're gonna keep the shield. Oh, we can get rid of the shoveler for sure. Okay. It's looking better. We need to hang on to the gorilla fangs if we want to try to do that quest. So we're going to try to hang on to those for now. King's Blood can go, Fish can go. I think this is as clean as it can get. We can probably sell these, like, really old potions. That's not going to do anything for us at the level that we're at. Okay. Let's clean her up. That looks better. Get rid of those. Get rid of you. I'm just selling everything. It's okay. It's going to be fine. We have a lot of quest items. And I bet some of these quest items are for quests that I have dropped.
Have a good one.
Grime encrusted ring. Yep, okay, that's a Nomergon thing. We can drop that. Akira's Reed we need. Blackened Iron Shield. We have a quest to turn this in, I think, to Thunderbluff, but I don't know if I'm ever gonna get to Thunderbluff. The odds of me getting to Thunderbluff before this goes gray, like, incredibly slim. Let's say that. Crag Coyote Fang. I don't think I need one Crag Coyote Fang. I could be wrong. Dizzy's Eye we need. Encrusted Tail Fins, like, yeah. We might turn that in. It's level 35. By the time we get back to the Shimmering Flats, that's gonna be gray. Nika's Report. Where is this going? This is quite a report. Very cool. However, I don't know what quest that's for. I'll hang on to it. Nimboya's Pike. Attach 20 Witherbark Skulls. Oh, see, we dropped the Skull quest. So I think I can get rid of this. I think. The small stones, we decided we weren't doing that one. Snuff we're working on. Okay, I think that's much better. Yeah, we had a few items that we absolutely did not need to have. And now we're in better shape. David, my bookshelves have problems too. Yeah, both of them. And sometimes I start to think that the real problem with my bookshelves is not the clutter, it's that I try to put too many books on them. And I was like, why? I should just pack my books up, and then I have more shelf space on my bookshelves for stuff. It's obvious. What do we have here? Level 50, and then we have Stranglethorn Fever. Seek out the... Oh, wait. Maybe this is why... Oh, I don't know if that item was related to this or not. No, probably not. Let's grab this one now. Oh, this is the Mock, the Savage one. Okay. We could try it, because I'm kind of interested to see, did they change it? You know, in vanilla, it's at the end of it, it's like 5 mobs, maybe 6. And if it's still 6, like, maybe we can take them, maybe we can't. Depends on their level compared to ours. Alright. Anything else? Let's go turn in the dude's eyeball. I'm sure he would appreciate that.
Well met. Go with honor, friend. Light bless you.
Alright, I think I want to go pick up exactly where we left off, and we'll go fight the Naga. We'll get the rest of the Akira's Reed, and then... You know, maybe by then we'll get the Snuff. If not, then we'll make a more concerted effort to get the rest of the Snuff, but I think we'll be close. And then I don't know what after that. So then we have some higher level stuff. We got the Zanzil stuff. This one's always farmed out, but we can give the area a glance. But then we have to get to Arathi today. Arathi Highlands, we have to get there today. There's a handful of level 40 quests that we can do. There were at least 4 of them, and they were all exactly level 40 quests. So we'll go do those, and then maybe after that we can tackle the Zanzil stuff, some of the higher level stuff. Eags, thank you so much for the membership, buddy. I appreciate that. Thanks for being here. That seems like a nice spot to fish. You can tell the people that have always fished in the game, or they've fished for a long time, because they always find these very nice, like, little spots. It's like they know how to really enjoy fishing. Primordial, welcome to the stream. Alaskan Wheeler, Mr. Blaster, good morning to you both. How has the Paladin gameplay been so far? I mean, it's been a lot of auto attack and watching procs go off. And I like that kind of gameplay. But some people feel like to be engaged they need more buttons to push. So I've really enjoyed it. And then tanking has been mixed, but I think tanking is going to work out to be really good. But yeah. It depends. I don't know if, like, I'm a warrior, I feel like you spam some more buttons, but you still also rely on auto attack. And I don't really know, like, if they changed warrior at all in TBC. I don't think they fundamentally changed much. I think you just got a few quality of life adds. For instance, you can do Thunderclap in defensive stance, which is amazing. And there might be like a couple of other just quality of life changes. But I feel like besides that, it's basically the same warrior as it was in Classic era. Eventually I'll roll my Tauren warrior, and we'll find out what warrior is all about in TBC. He will also be a tank. Well, he'll DPS, but he will also tank stuff. The return of Ramblehoof. Yeah, despite all their other shortcomings, Tauren do look really good as warriors. It's really, it's the only time that I play a Tauren, and I actually enjoy it. So I'll probably just do that again with my warrior. Because there are other options, but I don't think any are as cool. Like, well, I don't think I'm going to do a male orc, because I think for how short they appear, the width of their shoulders is weird. They have like abnormally wide shoulders in the camera view compared to how tall they are, so it just creates a weird effect. Female orcs are okay, but like their animations are meh. Like the animations on the Horde side are all very lacking, but I feel like female orc gets hit pretty hard by that. I don't feel like trolls make good warriors. I don't know why. I can just never see like a troll as a warrior and really take them seriously. And then there's Forsaken. And the Forsaken on the Horde side, besides Blood Elves, Forsaken by far have the best animations, the best physics. But that's a certain kind of experience. Although they do a cool flip through the air when they melee attack. I just don't know if that's going to get old after 100 hours of looking at it. Like, am I gonna get annoyed with the flippy thing every time I press Heroic Strike? Maybe. Maybe not. But then there's also like the physical aspect of being a Forsaken, like in trying to be a warrior. It's like they said that Blood Elves can't be warriors because Blood Elves inherently are too physically frail, which I think is a crazy thing to say. But that's what I remember them saying back in the day, as to why they can't be warriors. But on that same token, like, gnomes are tiny, shouldn't be able to be warriors. And Forsaken are all bony, and so the Forsaken can't have a really strong physical constitution the way that they are, can they? They're gonna be able to hold a shield and stand up to a frontal attack from like a 12-foot tall boss. Like, I don't know, it's hard to suspend my disbelief when it comes to Forsaken being warriors. Because, you know, like, how can they have any real physical presence? They're missing half the meat off their bones. I don't know. It's just weird. Yeah, like, look at Leatrix. Right. I mean, look at any Paladin is just a warrior using the light. You know, you could say like maybe the light is sustaining us and that's what's giving us, but nothing in the lore suggests that channeling the light necessarily gives you like enhanced physical strength. I mean, maybe it does. And then eventually they go back on it, and then in Cataclysm they figure out how to be warriors, so... Forsaken Holy Priest? Yeah, maybe. I don't know what I'm going to do next. Obviously, I'm trying not to think too much about next, but we will level many characters in TBC, and one of them will be a warrior, and one of them will very likely be a priest. I also want a mage. I remember TBC mage being fun. Yeah, that's my short list. Warrior, priest, mage... Perhaps, but not necessarily in that order. It seems like an okay order. Alright, that is 10 out of 10. Let's go north. I think if we go north, there's a group of pirates. And we'll see if maybe we can't get the last 4 snuff that we need before we do anything else here. When do we get Seal of Blood? I don't know. But that's mainly because I don't know what Seal of Blood is. The answer to that question is level 64. Seal of Blood. All melee attacks deal additional holy damage. Oops. All melee attacks deal additional holy damage equal to 35% of normal weapon damage, but the Paladin loses health equal to 10% of the total damage inflicted. Unleashing this seal's energy will judge an enemy, instantly causing holy damage at the cost of health equal to 33% of the damage. Oh, I don't like any of that. That all sounds bad. I won't be using that. Maybe I would use that in, like, if I was DPSing a 5-man. Because if I was DPSing in a 5-man, then I'd be getting some heals, you know, like some heals passively, or not so passively, depending on how this works out. But I don't think I would solo with this, because I'm just going to be draining my health the whole time, and that sounds kind of bad. Well, we can experiment with it, but we're not going to see that until Outland. All these pirates are dead. We could swing through behind the Gurubashi arena. We could go after Tethys. Let's try that. Let's try to give a look around for Tethys. We can check out the Venture Company mining site and see if that's not completely farmed out. And then we can go from there. If we can't get anything done, we can just peel out of here. We can jump on a flight back to the Arathi Highlands. We got stuff to do out that way. Yeah, by the time I get to max level, like, I'm not going to be a rep pally, so I don't really care how that turns out. We're probably going to be a prot or holy, or we might have a prot spec and a holy spec. I did that with my Paladin in Wrath of the Lich King. We had a prot set and a holy set, and that was it. Well, I don't see him right now, but everything here has been killed. This guy just respawned. So I wonder if we hang out for a second, do we have a chance of getting him? I also see a Night Elf Hunter. And so they're obviously trying to get him. Level 42 Night Elf Hunter, yeah. And this is the area where he typically spawns in. I don't know. I hate waiting around to get the named guys, because it just seems like a big waste when I could be getting other quests done. And then, you know, no guarantee that I actually tag this thing, even if I wait for it, even if we see him. We now have a Draenei Shaman here as well. Yeah, I think my odds of getting him are very slim right now. We do have the turn-in here in Gromgol. We could do that. Let's go check on this area over here first to determine whether or not we're going to be able to do this quest. We weren't able to get it done on the Dwarf Rogue. So we just were never able to tag mobs because it's a small area and there's not a lot of mobs and the drop rate's not 100%, so... Well, this seems pretty good. This might be as good as it gets for this area. I don't think I've ever come here in Classic when it's been busy and seen this many mobs. So I like this. Eric, have I checked out the new recap feature in retail, like the catch-up experience thing with the lore book? Yeah, I did that a bit on my... I had like a level 71 Pally, and I did experiment with that a little bit on him. I feel like if you played War Within, like the first time around, like if you played it when it came out and you did the campaign, then the catch-up stuff would be an okay way to like refresh your memory about some things. If you're a new player doing it and you've never done the if you've never done the War Within stuff, I don't think it would help you to understand anything that's going on. Like, if anything, it would probably be more confusing than enlightening. It'd be a very weird way to level for a new player. But as someone who did the War Within main campaign and was just trying to catch my human Pally up a few levels, like I thought it was okay. I'll always prefer just giving me a decent zone to level in, you know. I would always prefer like going out to Rambleshire and picking up the side quest and just doing a bunch of side quests would be my preferred method, but I think, like, you know, we have problems. Sometimes the problem here is that there aren't enough mobs. Right now the problem here is too many mobs are attacking me. That's the problem right now. Some of them have fireballs, some of them can summon pets. Those are other problems. We also don't have any mana. That's a huge problem. Thanks to the lay on hands, I think we might be okay somehow. The terrain here is kind of a pain in the butt. Like, how am I supposed to get to this person? Oh my gosh. Come on, you can do it. Or more accurately to say, you can't do it. I don't know. I mean, maybe I can get close enough to body pull them and get them out of their little crevasse, because otherwise I can't, seemingly I can't get to them at all. Maybe this way. Okay. Okay, there's a chance. There we go. Jeez. I mean, these 700 and something crits are insane. The crits are insane. It's so crazy that we haven't seen a single other player since we've been here. That's not a complaint necessarily for this quest. When we were leveling the Dwarf Rogue, I couldn't do this quest. And we tried many, many times to stop by here and check it out. And I was hardly ever able to tag a single mob. And then here we are, like, in the middle of the day on the US realms, a couple weeks later, and there are no other players here doing this one. Do I know if the servers will be down all day on Thursday? They haven't said as far as I've seen. Like, for instance, there's no posted maintenance. They don't always take the servers down for update days. Sometimes they can do the maintenance on the Tuesday and get everything preloaded. And we've had many times when they just flip a switch and things are active. You know, they'll just flip the switch at whatever time that they wanted to flip the switch, and then we don't have to be down all day. We had to be down all day when TBC came out because they were setting up completely new infrastructure to get TBC onto its own client and off the classic and SOD clients. They were just trying to, they had to be completely migrated to a new piece of hardware, basically. And that's why we were down. But going down all day is not the typical thing that happens. And so I don't think that'll be what happens when the Dark Portal opens up. I don't think we'll have a 24-hour maintenance, but we'll see. Yeah, I don't know what time that is. I'll have to look at the. I'm sure like maybe Wowhead has something. Usually they make like a cool graphic that just shows you the times. 1800 EST. That sounds like 6 p.m. Yeah, it's the typical like 6 p.m. for me launch time. But nothing about maintenance, so with any luck they won't have to have the servers down at all. Oh, what have I done? Okay. The gobs are so camouflaged in this area. You're absolutely right. It's really hard to actually see these guys. Even with the red names above their head, I often don't see all of them. It's insane. how well they blend into everything here. It's almost like it's designed that way. Yeah, it's nuts. Try playing the game without the nameplates on. Like no floating names, and then you'd be stumbling into goblins every which way. We do have another player here now, but the good news is we're done with the quest. Which is awesome, because like I said, typically we don't get to do that one. Alright, wow, okay, against my better judgment, I'm gonna make one more pass for Bagthera, just to say we tried a couple of times. Then we'll turn in over at Gromgal. And we might fly back to Booty Bay after that. Anixius, welcome to the stream. Destabilized, do I remember which level I got Hammer of Wrath? What? You mean when do we get Hammer of Wrath? So, I don't know. Let's see. We get, oh, level 44 we get the first rank of it. Yeah, we don't even have it yet. Whenever we want to level up and then go train level 44. So soon. We could have it soon-ish. Well, there we go. That paid off. I'm hoping someday we'll find Tethys the same way. Am I enjoying all the changes in TBC? Well, I'm enjoying playing a Blood Elf. And since I wasn't playing a Paladin in Classic era, so like there have been changes, and I've noticed some of them. But mainly I'm just enjoying the Blood Elf, and I'm really enjoying like the changes to the leveling. Yeah, the leveling changes are overpowered. You can actually just quest through the game now, and you don't get like the level 40 anxiety of like running out of stuff to do. You just keep having more and more stuff to do instead, which is a better problem to have. Yeah, let's do this. What starting zone is my favorite? Eversong Woods.
Greetings. For the Alliance. Be careful.
Well, there we go. That is 44.
Need help?
Don't need help, but I do need you to buy all of my junk. And then with 44, we can equip the rest of this gear we were hanging on to. Helmet, chest piece, bracers. There we go, that's definitely a different look for us.
Looking for something specific? Farewell.
And now let's go down to Gromgol, we'll turn in our quest there, and then we'll fly back to Booty Bay. What's my least favorite starting zone? Oh, I mean the Night Elf starting zone. Not because of the aesthetics, but because of the questing, and because it's so disconnected from everywhere else. It's impossible to zone hop. So yeah, the Night Elf zone is my least favorite. It's a shame because it's gorgeous and it has great music, but it's just not enjoyable to play through. Let's take a look at our talent point. I think we're putting the last point into Vengeance. We're not going to take Repentance. I don't care about having the CC. Oh well, do I have to take it? Yeah, I guess I have to take it because I want Fanaticism. I hate when they do that. I hate when they lock an unrelated talent behind a talent that has nothing to do with it. You know what I mean? When the talents like feed into each other, then it makes sense, but like having to take Repentance, which I don't want, to get at Fanaticism, it's kind of a joke. It's kind of a joke.
Speak strength for the Horde. Ogra.
And then I guess if we want to train level 44, it's time to head back to Undercity. Let's see. That's the only thing we get though. The only thing we're getting at 44 is Hammer of Wrath. And this is usable on enemies that are 20% HP or below. So yeah, like we want that. Like absolutely. I have a couple of issues. Issue number one is that I really don't have any more keybind space. Issue number two... No, just the one issue, I guess. What am I gonna have to move? Ugh, I don't like it. I like my buttons, all of them exactly where they are. But something's gonna have to change. I guess the easiest thing is to move the heal somewhere else. What am I not using down here? I'm not really using my Seal of Righteousness anymore. Obviously, I can just get rid of that. There we go. Okay, that'll work. And then this will be where Hammer of Wrath goes. And that's fine. Yeah, we'll go train it. It's gonna be nice to have that conditional button to push. That'll really spice up our gameplay, you know? So we're gonna turn these in, and then we're just gonna have to go right back to Gromgol. We'll have to get on the Zeppelin. So we're gonna have a little bit of traveling going on. But then once we train level 44, we're gonna go right over to the Arathi Highlands. And we have a few quests to do out of Hammerfall.
What can I do for you? See you around.
What's up? Keep it real. Hurry back. Glad I could help.
We never finished up to snuff. Ooh, I was hoping we would just kind of passively get that one done. We can come back and do it. I mean, I don't think we'll out-level it. But yeah, it would be nice to be done with that one. There's just not a really awesome place to guarantee pirate kills. Maybe if when we go out on the boat we do the captain quest, maybe those guys will drop it too. I kind of want to go train 44 and do the Arathi Highland stuff, so I think we're going to do that first.
What do you need? For the horde.
Swamp of Sorrows? We're already out level for Swamp of Sorrows. Swamp of Sorrows would have been a place, we had a few quests we could have done there like around level 38 I think, but I think at this point it'd be mostly low level stuff. There's a flight point there that would be nice to have. Hinterlands. Oh, well... Yeah, okay, well maybe we could go here still. Only the one quest is level 38. Yeah, see, that's what I mean when I say there's a lot of places we could potentially quest. You know, there's not a ton of stuff to do here, but there is a handful of quests. Having the flight point would be great. I just don't really know, like, getting there is probably going to be really obnoxious. We'd have to get there from Stranglethorn. We'll have to do the same thing like on Alliance, we'll have to run through Duskwood, through Deadwind Pass, into Swamp of Sorrows. But I don't know if we'll do that or not, we'll see. It depends on how many levels, if we get a level in the Arathi Highlands, then I don't know. We should probably try to do everything we can, but... I haven't touched Tannerus yet, I haven't touched Feralus yet, and those are staples. And so we still have all that stuff to do. Get on the Zeppelin here. Dante, welcome to the stream, buddy. Happy Tuesday to you.
Yo! Hurry back!
We must have just missed the Zeppelin, like as soon as we landed it must have departed. They need to put a couple more Zeppelins into rotation, you know. A few more flights per day leaving the base camp would be nice. You would think they would put mages in places and then charge outrageous amounts of money for portals, just like players do. You know, like instead of paying like a couple silver for a flight, it's like, oh, 5 gold for a teleport. Is the voiceover add-on working? Oh, I have no idea. From what I remember of the voiceover add-on, it doesn't do anything outside of vanilla content. So even if it is working, which is questionable, it wouldn't have voice lines for any of the Blood Elves or Draenei or any of that stuff. Because it was always just classic era stuff. I was the only person to get on the Zeppelin? Oh, that's creepy. Very strange. That was a little premature. I kind of just tapped my keyboard just a little bit, and that was it. Very sad. I mean, I deserved that one completely. It's like something took control of me and just tapped the keyboard, and like boom, off I went. About 6 seconds earlier than I wanted to. Damn, I was far away. Not even remotely close. Well, this is 4 minutes of my life that I'll never get back.
Glory to the Sindori.
Oh my god, it's not 40 gold, it's 50 gold.
Remember
oh,
the
Jesus.
Sunwell.
We won't be getting that for a while. Oh, we have a bunch of stuff to train. Cleanse. Flash of Light 4, Seal of Righteous 6, Blessing of Wisdom 4, Exorcism 4, Hammer of Wrath. Frost Resist Aura, Blessing of Might, rank X, Crusader X. Okay,
Time
so
is of the essence.
a bunch of stuff, actually. We got Consecrate rank 3 is not out. Blessing of Wisdom 4. Exorcism 4. Flash of Light 4. We're not using Seal of Righteousness. I guess having a higher rank of Hammer of Justice might be okay. Like, we apparently just skipped rank 2, never pulled it out. Blessing of Might. And Seal of Crusader 5. Okay. Alright, I think we're good. Let's, you know what, actually, we didn't even pull out our main ability. Where are they hiding it? It's in Holy for some reason. Okay, fair enough. There we go. A 5-minute flight to Hammerfall, you say? Sounds like the perfect opportunity to refill my coffee. I will be back. Apparently we had a little bit of YouTube lag. Apparently. It looks like I dropped some frames. But it looks like we're okay now, so I'm not sure what happened, but I blame YouTube. Let's see. What do we got?
Glory to the Horde.
Slay or Kalar and bring his head to Corrin. Okay, so we gotta kill a named guy. What else? The broken sigil. Receive or retrieve even the 5 sigil fragments from the defenders of Stromgard and bring them to Torgon.
Stay away from me.
Alright, another Stromgard quest.
How you doing, man?
And foul magics. Retrieve Mariz Cowl's Bloodstone Orb.
Okie dokie.
Alright. And it looks like all of these are going to be in the Stromgard area. Which is perfect. We might be able to pop in here, do these quests, and then head out. There might not be anything else for us to do after this. And if that's the case, then we can figure out a way to check out Swamp of Sorrows. Why did I freeze? You blame YouTube for that. Yeah, I noticed while I walked away we had a little bit of YouTube lag. Nothing I can do about it. Now we lost the world buff that we had. So I don't know how that's going to affect us, or if we're even going to feel the effects of that. We'll see. Though these guys are lower level than what we've been fighting, so it'll probably balance out. Oh, ew. Ew, it's casted. This is only really gonna... I'm only gonna use this on runners. Because you have to cast it. It's only a 0.5 second cast, but I can get off another auto attack potentially. That could proc and deal more damage anyway. Yep, I don't know about that. I'll use it on runners, but I don't think I'm gonna be like... worried about it otherwise. I mean, sometimes we kill things so quickly that it doesn't even come up. Let's go check on the named guy over here. Because we might have to check a couple of times to find them alive. We have a Night Elf Druid headed that way, level 60. Not sure why they would be back here. But here they are. Here they are, heading the direction that I need to be heading. I think she's usually behind. Oh yeah, I mean this place is camped out. We will come back and check on this later. Ashley, welcome to the stream and thanks for joining us today. Oh, Ember, I feel you. Yeah, I mean, I'm at that same... I've been at that point for weeks. It's okay, I only have 2.5 more months of winter where I'm at. Usually by June, we start to see warm temperatures. It was funny because when I got sick of winter, we had technically just started winter. And I was already sick of it. The funny thing is, after having so many days where the temperature was like sub-zero, now when it's like 20 degrees Fahrenheit, it feels pleasant to me. because it doesn't burn my eyeballs or my skin. Whereas, you know, 20 degrees Fahrenheit is actually quite cold. Doesn't feel that way to me anymore. Now it's like it's a relief to get a day where it gets to 20 degrees. So that's been a fun experience that I didn't ask for and never wanted. It's like the experience of an Arctic explorer. Yeah, the weird thing is living in the United States, half of our country is getting really unseasonably warm weather, and half of our country is getting unseasonably cold weather. And it's like, it's a difference of east and west. The country is basically split right down the middle, east and west. North and south no longer matters here. It used to. South used to be, you know, warmer, but now even the south is cold if you're in the east part of the country. I'm just like, I need the warm line to like move like about 1,000 more miles to the east so we can be inside like the warm area. You know, I'm waiting for that. That'll happen in the summer when it's already, you know, 90 degrees. So that instead of being just 90, it'll be like 120 Fahrenheit or something. That's when the warmness will settle over us. And by the time we don't want it anymore. Yeah, I figured out that I think I'm supposed to migrate somewhere else when the temperatures get really, really bad in one direction or the other. I think I'm supposed to go somewhere else. That's what it feels like. It feels like the mistake is mine for trying to stay in the same place. I need different homes for different seasons, obviously. And rich people have already figured this out. You know, they've figured this out for hundreds of years. They already know this. But yeah, you need different places to live if you want to be comfortable throughout most of the year. That's the way to do it. Do I have to go inside this keep for anything? I think I do. Maybe if I was looking at the right quest, I could figure it out more easily. Yeah, unfortunately with a kid, even if I had the ability to live in 2 different places or 3 different places, you know, it wouldn't work out. Not until he's of age. Yeah, we have to get some kind of orb. Oh no, that's Mara's cowl. Orc Kalar. Okay, I think this is the guy. He's got to be in here somewhere. It's nice to be able to do these quests. I mean, for years and years I would just skip these when they were elites. I would never do them. It's nice to be able to grab them as a solo player and just come back here and knock them out. Did I come up here for no reason? Is there not a guy here? Maybe there's not a guy here. Maybe the guy that this is talking about is somewhere else and I ought to just read the entire quest. Let's see. You serve my husband well, Paladin, but he does not know why Hammerfall is under attack. Orkalar, Mugthal's pawn in Stromgard, has an intense hatred for my husband and wishes nothing more than my husband's death for defeating him years ago. My auguries tell me that... Oh, I can barely read this font. Orkalar has laid a trap for my husband, so I have hidden signs of the ogre's presence from him. I don't know what this wants me to do. Oh... Slay the... It doesn't tell me where he is. I'm assuming he's here somewhere, but he's not in the tower. I don't know. There's a box. Maybe it'll become apparent once we finish the kill quest. Because then it should be like one of the only markers left on the map. But I have no memory of where this guy's at or anything. Okay, so he's outside somewhere. He's not in this place at all. According to this, he would just be wandering around out here somewhere. Which doesn't really make sense. Apparently he's got a few different places he could spawn, but he's not up right now. Okay, he's somewhere. I could target him. That helps me a little bit. But not a lot. Yeah, maybe he's back here? There he is. He's back this way. Okay, now how am I getting up there? This is not the way. That's not gonna get me up there. Alright, there we go. Let's go check on Mazrim Cowl, see if we can get the Bloodstone Orb. And then we can get out of here. Did these used to all be elites? Yeah, they were elites. Can she spawn inside as well? I've only ever seen her out back. But maybe we should check inside? I don't think I don't think it makes sense for her to be inside. Tanita, welcome to the stream, and thanks for joining us today. Well, we'll go check upstairs and make sure she's not in here. Nope, that's a Magus. This one's another rogue. Yeah, I mean, I think we just gotta wait. Cause I think she spawns back here. I don't think she spawns anywhere else. So yeah, I mean, we can keep killing guys, but eventually we're gonna have to come back here to get her. But for now, we'll just fight stuff nearby. These guys aren't even worth any kill XP. That's a bummer. I'm gonna give it a few more minutes and then I'm just gonna move on. I don't know why it would be on like a 10-minute respawn timer, but that could be the case. No, she's not. She's just a female orc that spawns behind the house. That's it. You find her, you kill her, you loot her. But you gotta be able to find her first. Which means she'd actually have to spawn into the game world. Did I look on the other side of the building above me? I don't know what that means. Like behind this building? She's not back here. She spawns right back here. This is the only place she spawns. Right back here. I don't think she can spawn in near any other building. You know, in 22 years, I've never seen her spawn anywhere else. But she doesn't seem to be anywhere in this small area. Like I said, I think we're just waiting on a really long respawn timer. Oh, and now we're getting some more lag. Perfect. It's gonna be one of those days. We got respawns inside the house already, which is great. Yeah, YouTube has been laggy today, guys. There's nothing I can do about it. It's not anything on my end that can be controlled, unfortunately. Alright, it looks like we're back. Oops, I'm gonna give one more look for this person and then I'm gonna move on. Well, I restarted all my equipment to see if it was something on my end. Maybe I could take some action, so we'll see. But if I disappear again, just assume that I won't be coming back. Yeah, I think I'm done with this one. I think I am all done. I mean, I could try to come back here and see if she's on the other side of the wall. I don't know. I don't even know if that's a viable path. Maybe it is. I know how to slash target. I know you guys can't see my chat, but I'm fucking doing it, okay? I'm doing it. I fucking swear to you that I've done it. You know, I know you can't see where I'm typing it in, but it's happening, okay? I have played the game for 22 years. I do know some of the basics. I know that's hard to believe sometimes, but it's true nonetheless. We're gonna go check over here, because maybe she's just in a different spot. Like, yeah, this looks very similar, and this is yet a different area, so she's probably, like, right back here somewhere. No, she's not. But this is a very similar looking area, and I wouldn't be surprised if I was getting the two confused. But I kind of remember the barbecue pit, like, specifically the barbecue pit. There's no barbecue pit back here. And she's not here either, so, you know, we can go inside this house and see if she's inside of this house. You know, she could be anywhere, I guess. She's not up here. Oh, gee. Oh, where was she at the whole time? Oh my god. It's almost like I know what I'm talking about. It's almost like I remember some things. Like, I know that she spawns at the place with the meat table. It's almost like sometimes I'm right about shit. It's weird how that works out. But look, she spawned exactly where I knew that she should spawn, because that's the only place I've ever seen her spawn in 22 years of playing the game. Regardless of what is on Wowhead, regardless of some people thinking that she's on the other side of a solid wall, like, she's not. She's in the exact place that I said. And I would never have said it if I wasn't sure that's where she was supposed to be. Meat Table Maris. There you go. I should kick everybody who told me I was looking in the wrong spot. Because, like, I don't usually insist on things unless I know that I'm right. Because I'm wrong a lot, and I'm used to being wrong. And so if I don't know if I'm right or wrong, I will never insist. But if I'm insisting, then that's because I know that I'm correct. Which everybody who like flat out said I was looking in the wrong spot pissed me off. Because I knew I wasn't looking in the wrong spot. Regardless of whether she was there at the moment or not, it was not the wrong spot. That was the only thing that pissed me off. Saying she can spawn on the other side is not the same thing as telling someone they're looking in the wrong spot. But I think you know that. Yeah, when you say you're looking in the wrong spot, you are wrong. In fact, you're the problem, it's you. I knew whoever it was would come up to defend themselves, and I wouldn't have to scroll back and figure out who it was. Yep, it was that guy. That was the guy who said, you are looking in the wrong spot. No. You are in the wrong stream. I forgot Crusader aura. I mean, I can't forget something I don't have. It'd be hard to. This morning when I took my kid to school, I forgot to use the Ferrari. It turns out we don't have a Ferrari. I don't know how that happened.
Glory to the Horde. Go with honor.
Sug. Go with honor. What you want? Be careful, man. Be seeing ya.
Well, that's pretty good. We have this last quest, Sigil of Eretor. I don't know what that is, though they can barely be said to control Stromgard, let alone the whole of Arathi Highlands. The human prince trots the remnants of his cavalry over the countryside. This is... I can't read this text at all. It's like I barely can see it. What are we looking for? I guess we're looking for like a patrol of people. Oh yeah, this must be the one that goes up and down the road with all the elites. I don't know if those are still elites or not. But yeah, we're going to find out on another day. I have 1 hour left of my day here before I need to go be with my son for the rest of the day. So I'm going to use that to hop over and play some of my retail pally. Thank you guys for hanging out today. We'll be back tomorrow. I don't know when. Tomorrow is going to be a little bit of a different day, so the stream could be much later in the day. We'll have to see. Thank you guys for hanging out. I really appreciate it. Until next time, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and we'll see you back here again very soon. Bye for now.